You mentioned you didn't enjoy the process of this. Is that like part of that due to the size of the fight, how much media you had to do and all the attention on you?
I don't know. I think part of it might be from fucking spinning my wheels for 2 weeks sitting in a hotel room. You call this Fight Island, but man, this is Fight Hotel. We couldn't leave the property. I'm sitting for 2 weeks cutting weight. The furthest I can go is to the workout room. You know, this was like I was in a prison in my own mind over here, man.
You got to listen to the race cars, though.
It drove me fucking nuts yesterday. Yesterday, I was like, dude, I thought yesterday was the worst day, right? And this is the day before the fight. I'm sitting there. I'm like, I'm about to jump off the balcony.
What was it like fighting Conor when he wasn't an asshole? Was that weird?
Dude, you know fighting is hectic already.
Yeah.
You're about to go in there for 25 minutes, and you've been training, so you know what's on the line. So it's just a lot of pressure. So just it being a little bit more calm for me was smooth sailing, man. You know, because it's already hectic enough. I say the same thing about the fans. Like when I fought at the Apex, it was nice, you know, because like I said, fighting is crazy. So without having guys spilling beer, yelling you're gonna die,
right?
You know, on the way to the walk it's relaxing to me.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just makes it smooth sailing.
So it's not good for him. It's really better for him to be an asshole.
Yeah, be an asshole.
I have no excuses here. It was a phenomenal performance by Dustin. And that's it, you know. I don't know what to say. I'm going to go back and going to chill out. And I'll watch the full fight and get a better grasp on it. But the leg was compromised and I was rushing the shots a little bit and, you know, I didn't adjust. And that's that. You know, it's a bitter pill to swallow. And I don't even know whether I'm that upset. I don't know. I don't know what to say. You know.
And last thing for me, a lot of it was made of your durability at 155 versus 145. You took the shot from at 145, it finished you. But tonight you took a few shots. Did any of them hurt you, phase you at all, or did you feel like you could take them quite comfortably?
No, he hurt me. He hurt me with the left hand. My legs, nothing went, but he flashed me good. And if he would have pressured and I would have got hit again, I think I would have been really hurt.
More activity, I feel I would have straight away. As soon as I was catching loads of the kicks, he was like kicking, I was catching it. Straight away, then I should have just closed and clinched them. You know what I mean? So I've got all the moves and all the skills in me game. Do you know what I mean? And I felt I was out clinching them, and I felt stronger than him. So I didn't adjust in time, and that's it. You know, it is what it is.
You mentioned the clinch. There was a moment where you were both against the cage, trading shoulder shots with each other, and it looked like you were having a conversation or something. Were you guys talking to each other?
Yeah, just the usual crack. You know what I mean? Back and forth, 1 for 1 it was. But I felt I had the better ones anyway.
You said something.
When we were hitting each other with the shoulders, I was having fun asking him. I think I told him, "How'd you like that clavicle?" Like just messing around, you know.
I think that's probably.
He got me back better though.
You know, that first one was so long ago, but I felt maybe that's just my growth too. I felt his presence less, like his aura less. I just saw another fighter tonight. I think that first time I was kind of deer in the headlights, you can say. This time I was just fighting another man who bleeds just like me, and I knew that.
Styles make fights. I adopted a similar approach against Nate, but I was above the leg. It was the leg kick above. And that low one is an interesting one for sure. It's a very interesting kick. Same stance. Opposite stance, it's nothing. You know what I mean? He threw a right low kick and I checked it clean. But the outside one's wrapping around, and even though I felt like I turned the leg out, checked it, and you know, you have to almost turn it right out, and it has to hit the bone, it can't hit the muscle. And that's it. You know, me and Dustin now, he's, you know, it is 1-1. For sure we'll go again. I heard him in the first round.
Mike Brown was real big on me throwing calf kicks this fight. Really big on it. Really wanted me to, and it worked, man. You know, we compromised his leg, and he was in a bad position early, just from the repeated leg kicks. Even when he started checking, he wasn't contacting with the shin. He wasn't, you know, like a small rotation more, I would have been paying for those kicks, but I was still getting the muscle of his leg, and that part of your leg and muscle is so small and thin that you can't take many shots there. You know, after the second leg kick, I knew he was hurting.
Yeah, it was an accumulated for sure. I knew when I seen he had Thiago Alves in the corners like these, you know, I knew what was coming. I knew they were going to try and kick I knew he likes to kick the low kick. He's also experienced that kick before himself, taking it. So that's my first time to experience that. So, but one of them sunk in early, and Thiago said that was a good one. And I was in my head thinking, yeah, bastard, it was a good one. And then it just started accumulating up. But you know, fuck it, it is what it is, man. I'm not that upset over it, which is another weird one for me. You know what I mean?
Mentioned the leg kicks, the advice from Mike Brown on that. Do you think they were gonna pay off in such a big way? Conor was in here saying that, you know, he has a football in his leg.
I just know from experience how bad those things hurt, and I knew it was a 5-round fight, so it would only get worse. It would only get worse. He started catching them and trying to counter me with his left hand towards the end, but I knew they were still landing. He was catching them after they were making contact. I knew they were still hurting him. And if he did catch it and take me down, then I was going to, you know, it's a 5-round fight. Of course, you never want to give up a round, but I'd like to throw some submissions up and see what happens, you know. I am a black belt in jiu-jitsu. I'm very confident in my jiu-jitsu. But I knew the leg kicks would be a problem because Jim Miller tore my leg up, and that was a 3-round fight. And I just know how painful it is.
You didn't jump for any gillies tonight.
I promise you I would have if there was an opportunity.
And he has a hell of a left hand where he's knocked out a bunch of guys with that counter, with that pull too. And that's what we worked on a lot that training camp with my boxing coach. Dia Davis is that pull two, baiting him in to throw the pull two.
Yeah, the one time where it was one of the times, you caught him several times, but one time you caught him with that counter right hook and you pointed at him, you're like, got you, bitch.
Yeah, that felt good. It is, but I see a lot of people talking funny stuff about, like, the leg kick didn't knock him out. What happened? Like, so DC says in the detailed breakdown, I kick Conor's calf, and Conor steps back and his leg kind of goes, and DC says, well, that's the leg kick that, you know, hurt his leg or whatever. But after that leg kick, he kind of reached down to grab the foot and threw an uppercut. And I was switch stance, so I threw a cross from my backhand that clipped him good. And that's when he took the step back and was hurt. I think that's a detail people are missing. Right hand.
But it is what it is, man. Fair play to him. It was a smart fight. He got the shot. He got me down in the first. Man, I should have just tied up in the fucking. When I caught a few of them kicks, I should have played and just pressed him against the fence and keep beating him in the fence. Hit him with a lovely elbow on the temple that hurt him. Should have just kept mauling him. Generally, I felt well stronger than him. Well stronger. So, you know, maybe I'll switch up my game the next time we fight Dustin. Maybe you'll see a grappling side of me the next time me and Dustin go ahead. You know, I just have to keep going and just be able to go through the disciplines seamlessly, you know, and make the correct decisions in there. And only that'll only come with time in the octagon.
Do you feel like now, after that first fight, that you got his number? Or after the second fight?
It's fighting, man. I don't think you ever really...
He'll make adjustments.
Yeah, he'll make adjustments. It'll be a completely different fight. Like the first one and the second was different. The third one's going to be different as well. Because I'm going to make adjustments as well. I got to switch it up. And